Regulation is a hot topic at the moment, and I asked Patrick Meier what that meant for the newly formed Dukascopy bank.
Well, it means that it creates a more confident and trusting environment for our clients foremost. It creates a framework and a solid foundation for us to expand and grow our business. As you know, the laws in Switzerland changed a little bit over a year ago, and at that point there was almost 200 brokers that were offering forex trading in Switzerland. The concern was which one should I pick? The industry has gotten a little bit of a bad reputation because there was some companies operating in this field that didn't have what it needs, the staff, the capital, the resources, and people just ended up getting burned. So it's a good thing that the markets have been regulated. Now out of the 200, there's three brokers left in Switzerland, two of which have received their banking licenses already by FINMA. The first one was MIG, and we, Dukascopy Bank, are the second one. So this shows that there was a cleaning up of this industry that was very much needed. As a result, anybody who is offering forex trading today out of Switzerland needs in fact to be a bank. If you compare this with any other jurisdictions, other places, it may suffice if you're a broker to offer forex trading, but in Switzerland actually now, as it stands today with the regulation, you have to become a full-fledged bank, and that means you have to have the necessary capital requirements, you have to have the internal controls mechanisms, you need the Chinese walls to separate the departments, risk management policies, backup systems, etc., etc. So it is a completely different playing field, which clients really in today's age are really starving for, because they realize that the solidity of the counterparty is very important, and they cannot neglect their own due diligence.
So why did Dukascopy succeed in getting its banking license? And you say there was once 200 brokers in Switzerland. What was wrong with those other brokers who didn't get the banking license?
First of all, most of them left because they didn't have the capital. Okay, so that's a no-brainer. If you want to become a bank and you don't have, you don't have the necessary capital, you simply cannot apply to become a bank. So I think this took care of the greatest part of the players in Switzerland moving to other jurisdictions. You have companies that have moved to Cyprus, you have others that have moved to Malta or any other islands, British Virgin Islands or what have you. And then the second aspect is, even if you have the money, it's not just about having money to satisfy the requirements of becoming a bank. You really have to restructure yourself. There's a change in corporate governance. There is internal changes that have to take place, and unless you are in compliance 100% with the requirements of FINMA, who is the regulatory body for banks in Switzerland, then there's simply no chance that you will get a license.
So what does it mean, actually in an international context, that Dukascopy is a bank? Is there a big difference to choosing a bank in Switzerland compared to one in America or Germany? What's the difference between the different countries?
Yes, I mean, different countries have, there's an international collaboration that becomes more and more synchronized. So there is similarities in all the changes, at least, that the regulators have brought down on this industry. The capital requirements have increased in the US as well, but you don't have to be a bank in the US to offer forex trading. In Switzerland, again, it's the only country where you need to apply and receive a banking license if you want to offer forex trading. So it doesn't, I think an investor, a trader today really has to do more due diligence. History has shown that there is brokers that operated with virtually no capital, no staff, just a fancy looking website. And unfortunately, a lot of investors have been burned because they were duped by a good-looking website, a catchy-sounding name, and I think investors generally have become more aware of their responsibility in doing due diligence, and I think they also are aware of the regulatory changes in Switzerland and what that means to them.
So do you think regulation is always going to be focused on companies like Dukascopy, or is it ever going to be something that's going to directly influence traders?
Well, I mean, international regulation, especially after the financial crisis, there's a lot of talk about more controls, more regulation, especially what affects OTC trading, and forex trading is an OTC product. So I think I think regulation is necessary. I think over-regulation would be too much of a good thing. It is simply not feasibly possible to create a centralized marketplace out of OTC liquidities. But I think what is very important is transparency, especially when it comes to OTC. And this is something where our business model is very unique, where we are operating in a fully transparent environment. We show all the market liquidities that are available in the market, and I think regulation is good. What has happened is very good, but I think regulators should become careful of not over-regulating the industry.
There's plenty more news and views to come on Dukascopy TV, so make sure you stay tuned. Goodbye.